Welcome back to About Anything Really with yours truly, Jamie Rengo. I'm excited to be back. This is a new episode. I'm excited, super excited for it, okay? So remember to follow me on all social media platforms at J_Mirengo. Do I say that way too fast? I shouldn't say that way too fast. Remember to follow me on all social media platforms at J_Mirengo. So I'm excited for this new episode. It makes me feel some type of way because hey guys, people out here have strategies on how to stay your freaking boyfriend, man. It's a whole thing. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for your comments, for your likes. All of the 210 of you. Now apenda sana. Continue listening to my shenanigans. I hope we do better, be better. And also, remember I told you to share your stories with me if you want me to tell your story out there. Now, onto this topic. First of all, before I get into it, like before we discuss on how to steal your boyfriend, how to steal other people's boyfriends, I need to put this out there. I saw this is a tweet that I came across on Twitter, okay? Again, this bad up is always surprising us. New things, you think you have seen it all, and then something new just it's thrown in your face. So this lady is always tweeting about how to things. I don't know why, but how tweets are usually every once in a while a bit controversial, but you know. Yes. So before I give my opinion, I'm going to read some of the points that she highlighted. Some of them are written in detail. Again, these are not very many notes, guys. You will forgive me if I flip another page. My handwriting is big, and then now page lija, laugh with the next page, and then I don't know how to paraphrase. I'm not as good. So I wrote key points, and I kept thinking I'm going to forget that point that was there. So now I wrote almost everything, okay? Because now I can't use my phone because I'm using it too. Anyway, moving on swiftly. The first key point is plausible deniability, okay? Don't be too upfront. You have to be, get into his life as a friend. Only talk a little bit about your dates, your family, and your hobbies. Find out what he likes. Get interested in those things. Dig about his current relationship, and I remember vizuri this part she had said, you're a woman, you know how to channel, your energy, so help him channel that negative energy. Find out what she's doing wrong and make him get fixated on that. Remember, key point, plausible deniability. Don't say anything bad about her yourself. As you dig deeper about their relationship, mold your personality into his alleged likes and dislikes. Ask him to introduce you to her either online or in real life. And after he does that, start putting a wedge in them. Make it look like he lied, or he said something bad about her. Make her feel like you're on her side. As you destroy their confidence in their relationship and continuing to be in his comfort, he's gonna make a move. But you cannot let yourself be the other woman. Make sure that he breaks up with her before anything physical happens. And if it cannot be helped, you have to show immeasurable guilt and shame and force him to break up with her. Okay. The purpose of this is to make sure that he doesn't see you as easy, and you must show that you have morals. And at that particular point, when you give into the physical needs, you were just overwhelmed. I don't know what is supposed to be overwhelmed, but you were just overwhelmed, okay? So, as for the ex-girlfriend, now that you need her, you can just drop her off, before you debut your new shiny relationship. You can start a petty fight and call her a toxic friend and just cut her off. It's important that no one knows what happened. I remember this part she said, it's going to affect your new relationship, your new marriage, your new thing with this man. Wait a few months before you make your relationship public. Okay. First of all, this sounds like a long con, no? Because it feels like it's something that you need to work on calculatedly for close to, give or take, 6-7 months. I don't know, depends on how fast you work, but don't you think these are levels of manipulation that are psychotic though? It's just, I don't even know what to say, because, hey, it sounds like a lot of work. If you ask me, it sounds like a lot of work going through all of this. And then I would have felt at that first tweet, that first tweet where they said at him, don't be too upfront. You're supposed to be his friend. So you have to talk a little about your dates. Just a little. Nothing about your family, nothing about your hobbies. Okay, first of all, me, I'm an oversharer. So I'm going to put everything out there. It's going to be very hard for me to just be a friend of this guy and just chill with him and just listen to him talk about his hobbies and all of the things that he likes. And then I start molding my personality into something that he likes. It's a lot of work. If you ask me, it feels like a lot of work. And then time na energy mnatoa wapi ya ku follow into somebody's life to a point where hadi you become a friend of his girlfriend, manipulate her and get her to trust you more than this guy. If you ask me, it sounds like too much work. Also, are there people who are this naive to a point where you literally just walk into their lives, start disrupting their lives, and they don't see through the bullshit? Me, that's what I need to know, because now my question is this, okay? All of a sudden, because how she puts it, you didn't know this man before he started dating, okay? You've met him while he's dating, so now you're his friend. Rather, you walk into his life as a friend, and you start being a friend, and you start talking about stuff to a point where you start talking about his relationship. First of all, I don't know how many of you are friends with guys. They're not that open with things about their relationships, okay? I don't see how. But I feel like I've been pingaing this whole thread the whole time. Do you know of situations that this has happened, the long con? Because Mimi, in the situation that I know this has happened, she was the side chick and she was transforming. She was rather working on kuapishwa kuwe main chick. So the idea was to kick off the main chick, ndio yeye akuwe main chick. That's the only time I know of, these levels of manipulation. What is she doing wrong? Akibe, but she did what? She didn't cook for you. Me, I can cook for you. And then she cooks, moving on to being the main chick. But that's besides the point, okay? That's besides the point. Do you guys know of situations where it has happened and people, have you pulled a long con on someone? Does this work? Me, I just want to know, does this work? Also, don't you think easy come, easy go though? Because the faster you're able to take this man, don't you think it is also just as fast for another lady to get him off of your hands? Also, aren't you a whole different person? Because now you've molded your personality into somebody else. Because now, he doesn't like loud women. So now you're very laid back, tame woman. How long can you hold this long con? The minute he's yours, now you can be able to change the rules of the game. I have so many questions. See, this is why I need somebody to answer these questions for me, because now because everything, all of the comments that I came across from the tweet, everybody was just like, what we said, every day just take an hour and fear women. That this is why we need to fear women, because ni hiyo nguvu na energy ndio first of all yenye si understand personally mimi kama Jerry, because hainikuji dirajoka. It's not making sense to me. Why go through all of this trouble? Why? Subi said men are the cheapest commodity out there, and you just, I like you, and then now it's the two of you, and then now he's gotta make a choice. But these levels of manipulation or on a whole other level. I don't know, guys. Just leave comments. I don't know, maybe we should do like another episode of this with more of your answers and your comments. Feel free to DM me, text me, WhatsApp me, comment. Yes, Zote, any way you can be able to get this answer from me. Also for guys, because I know a few guys who watch my podcast. Thank you very much. Do you think this works? Has this happened to you? Should it be a matter of concern for society? Should women be declared creatures to be feared? Because me, I'm still shook at. Also, it's how much, like, when you read through the comments, ladies are just agreeing with it, like, yeah, it works. But also, maybe it's some white people shit. Should I have said that? But like, I don't know, because I feel like, does this happen here? Tuko na hiyo time na energy, please. I don't know. Feel free to tell me what you think about this. Guys, this is the end of this particular episode. We'll be back next week with more juice, more stories. Hopefully not tweets. Why is this chicken doing the most now? Hata si yetu. Koko kwa jirani. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your energy. Feel free to interact with me. Feel free to tell me of things that you want us to talk about. I'll see if next week I'll have a story for you. Hey, sometimes there are usually some juicy stories. Ha! Watch it too. Anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Peace out.